the 5th of January now, 2016. It's been 701 days since I've split with your mum. Is it 365 times 2 years and a day. Um, 731 days. Right. I wish we were like normal people where I was just, I could sit and speak to you on webcam at night time. Things I really don't know the reasons why. They've just been such a mess. I can tell you a long story. And I will. And you've both got an email account which I made up for you a while ago, and I regularly send you emails, and I tell you how I'm feeling and how much I miss you. I miss the two of you to no end. I'm back in at court again. Not tomorrow, but the next day, Thursday. Take the time off work again for that. I'm not going to have my lawyer present at the time. My mum's just caught me so off guard, and I can't afford to have someone represent me, so I'm just getting myself again, and I've got no doubt that the system here in the UK, it's disgusting, the way that every father's got rights to see their kids, and I never wanted to lose contact with my kids ever. I promise you, two of you, I never ever wanted to lose contact with you. But as a father, and you've got rights, then you've got to pay to implement those rights. It's as simple as that. No pay, no contact. I'm already paying your mum money each month. I always have been. I've never once been late. Big story about the financial side of it as well. And the truth about me is, like, your mum and I, we didn't get on. It went from bad to worse over the years, and it got to a point of, you probably hear a lot of stories about me and what kind of person I am, and you've just been too young to be given the opportunity to make that judgment for yourselves. When I lived with the two of you, I really love the two of you. I don't understand why any mother would do this, and why she would want to split my kids away from me. The two of you had such a good time with your daddy. He's all really enjoyed me, and first of all, the initial time we split with your mum, she, taking into account that I had lived with you and I brought you up and I fed you, and I spent my life with you when I was a fireman, and your mum initially said that I was going to get C's for 2 hours a week. That's what I was entitled to. That's what she gave me. I've never known a woman to go this far to try and split kids from their father. But in the early days, back in January 2014, your mum made it clear that the deal that I was to get was, she wanted me straight away to sign my house over. We both bought and works. All my contents, she kept a lot of them, apart from a couple of little bits and bobs that I needed to survive. I took one of the spare tellies, PlayStation, my clothes. She was hell-bent I wasn't getting any pictures of my kids. At the door, my my house. She's changed all the locks and told me I could come and visit you. And one of the first things I remember was she when I made this visit, I was really upset. And Macy, it was you. You were sitting at the table, and wee Tyler's there with you, and you were just asking questions about, how long we're going to get to see you again, and I just could not contain myself. Absolutely heart-wrenched. I went up to the toilet because I knew I was crying, and I didn't want you to see that. So anyway, I went up to the toilet, and I remember sitting in the toilet on the floor, and Macy, you're behind, you're the other side of the door, and you're pushing, you're trying to get through. You're like, Daddy, are you okay? And I'm trying to pull myself together, and I'm okay, darling, I've just got an upset stomach. And I took out my mobile phone, and I text your mum, and I says, Claire, you've really got to come over here. I don't want them to see me upset like this. I was working in the fire station that night. This is about 5 o'clock, so I just decided I was going to go to my work early, and so I put my uniform on, and I still had a razor in the house at the time, and I was having a shave because obviously you've got to be clean cut in the fire service. And what I did was I had nicked my neck. I put back toilet roll on. There was a tiny little bit of blood. So your mum came in with your Auntie Louise, and my mum's always been surrounded with her family and caused a lot of problems. So when she came, and I had left and I went to my work, pretty much took a nervous breakdown in the fire station that night, and I got stood down at midnight. I got sent away. I didn't know in the early stages. It took me 2 years to realise that I've been suffering depression a long time now, but I didn't know it at that time. Anyway, it only took a couple of days till the lawyer's letters came in, and your mum basically made out as if there was blood spurting out my neck, and I was running all over the house delirious, and the kids were upset, not getting reassurance, and almost as, not in so many words, but as if it was like an attempt at suicide in front of my own children. I couldn't believe she would do that. Really fucking pissed me off, to be honest. Straight off the back, your family, Eric and Stuart and whoever else, they were in my garages, broke into my garages, stole as much tools, and smashed up my boat engines, and just basically wrecked the place. I don't know why they feel they need to break into my garages and bust all my padlocks. And of course, any time I approached anyone and said anything about it, I was having the police called on me. I really don't know how many times I've had the police called on me now. And all I ever wanted was to maintain contact with my kids. I didn't want a fight out of everybody. I didn't deserve a fight out of everybody. I just wanted to be able to see my kids, and I'm in the garden, the back garden again, 2014, quite early on, freezing cold in the rain, on my knees, physically begging your mum and your grandma's in the house, begging, clasped my fingers and begged to be able to see my kids. And I just remember seeing Maggie grabbing the two of these and dragging these away from the window and shutting my blinds over. And, of course, police came again. I hadn't been doing anything wrong. They kept on saying that I was doing so many things, making false allegations against me, that eventually I discovered that I need to record myself. So I took an app on my mobile phone, and from there on I always recorded their conversations round about, and it was a chance for me that every time the police came and got me and said I did this and I did that, I could play the recording and say, well, this is what happened. Your Granny Maggie is being a nightmare, to put it bluntly. Just a fucking nightmare. You see, this story goes way back from before me. Yep, it goes way back. You see, your mum, Eric's not your mum's dad. He never was, and Eric has got absolutely zero bloodline to any of you two. Your mum's dad's name is Billy Allison, and I've had to contact these people because I didn't know why this was happening to me. I didn't know why I was having my kids taken off me and why I wasn't allowed to see them. And I tried to piece things together. Nobody, it was just, I had doors closed in my face at every single angle, and I contacted the in-laws, your mum's sister. Can't even remember her name, but basically they told me that what I'm enduring, like your mum was taken off her dad and she wasn't allowed to see him, and he tried the same as me through courts and he didn't get anywhere, and I guess he just gave up. But he always kept pictures in his house of Claire, your mum, and he was always really wanted to see her. But your mum, she's, I guess, the same as what you guys have done. She's been told so many things about this fellow that she's eventually not wanted anything to do with him. And at the time they told me that your great grandmother, Margaret's mum and dad, they played a big part in trying everything they could to stop this guy from seeing his wee girl. Maggie did it, and eventually your mum just, I guess she just gave up. I guess he did too. And this is what happens. It's history repeating itself. You know, your mum thinks that when parents split up that fathers don't see their kids. Your auntie Louise, don't know, maybe it was a bit of a coincidence, but it's funny, how come Aidan didn't ever get to see his dad? I was told myself that the fella wanted nothing to do with his kids. Maybe that's true, but I do know that your mum's dad was desperate to see her, and I do know that I am desperate to see yours too. And out all three women in that family, it's just a complete and utter coincidence how, of the three women in that family, all of them have got fathers that don't get to see their kids. And I know my own personal experiences, and I know what Claire's dad, your real grandfather, has told me about what happened. So it's called parent alienation. I've looked into it, and it's not recognised right now as a form of abuse towards children in the UK, and I've been unfortunate, I've missed that, but I'd like to think that the men that follow after me, it doesn't happen to them. But it's basically when a mother does what she can to stop the father seeing the kids, and then eventually she'll poison the kids' heads and make them believe that their father's, I don't know what you've been told about me. And it's abusing children because it's going to no doubt have effect on you later in life. And that's why I'm making these videos. I need you to understand that your daddy loves you and your daddy misses you both very much, and I'm waiting for that day to see you so much. And just hold the two of you and do things like talk on this to bed and be like regular people. I'm going to have to pause this because I can only really do them in 15-minute time.